everybody. Welcome to the Patriot Show. This morning I have an incredible guest to introduce, John Mcgowan, a 13-year veteran of the Royal Navy, and he has got an incredible story to tell, and what he's doing now will interest all veterans across the United Kingdom. Hello, John. How are you?
Not too bad. Yourself?
I am good, mate. I am good.
Good,
Thank you
good.
so much for coming on to this show, mate. Can you tell my viewers a little bit about yourself?
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, and that's the first time I've ever been introduced so professionally. Thank you. I'm John. I'm on the wrong side of 40 anyway. Basically, I lost quite a lot of business through COVID and being ex-forces. I slipped into a bit of a depression, if you like. Wanted something really to try and pick myself up with. And one night, as we all do, have a few drinks and scrolling through Facebook, and saw a comment on there from a social group, a veteran social group, asking about ways to fundraise for 2021. And I found myself putting a post on there saying, oh, how about a banger rally aimed mainly at veterans? I thought nothing more of it. And a few people, yeah, good idea. A couple of days later, I start getting messages. How do we sign up for this veterans banger rally? It was a shock to me. Well, what banger rally? I don't know anything about it until I actually looked back through the comments and then realised, don't use Facebook when you've had a drink. And
yeah,
it really went from there, if you like. We looked into it, and then there was 3 of us at the time looking at doing it. And the more we looked at it, the more we thought, this actually could be something for veterans to focus on, not only now through lockdowns and through all this COVID crisis, etc., but long term. And one of the things that hit me more or less straight away was this could be such a good way for veterans of any force, any of our British forces, and even serving members as well. It may be a way, if they've had PTSD or dark thoughts or bad memories or whatever, it might just be a way to somehow not eradicate them, because you will never do that, but slowly bring out some of those bad thoughts, bad memories, nightmares, and replace them with new good memories. And that spirit of camaraderie that a lot of people, myself included, miss from your time in the forces.
Yeah.
It's all right being a veteran, being back out in Civvy Street, working with 20 other guys. If none of them are ex-military, then none of them will really understand where you're coming from, whether that be your military-based sense of humor, or the dark sense of humor, if you like, or even the way you say things or certain comments. But you put a group of 300-400 veterans together with one main aim and put them all together in one big group, there is going to be so much banter. There is going to be so much camaraderie that a lot of people will have lost and didn't realize that they missed until now. So that's really how it came about. Then we sat down to the nitty-gritty then of who to raise funds for, and we decided on the Sailor Soldier Air Force Association, or SAFA, and the Royal British Legion. The way these charities will benefit from us is a small proportion of the entry fee will go directly to them, and then money that we raise along the route and also sponsorship will go to them. Individual teams can actually fundraise for their own charities. So whether that be your local hospice, your local air ambulance, whatever it may be, the local cats and dogs home, it doesn't matter. Whatever means a lot to you is what you can fundraise for, in the knowledge that you're not only fundraising then for your little local charities or your national charities, if you decide on that, but you're also raising funds as well for veterans charities, for service charities, just by taking part. And we then got down to the nitty gritty again then of, well, how do we manage this? How do we go into it all? And we came up with the idea of the car can't be worth more than £500. It's that, I suppose the real challenge aspect of it is, this car going to make it from the UK to Gibraltar? Because that's where this run is. It's from all over the UK. And we're going down through Calais, down to the world famous Le Mans, and down to the former racing circuit of Pau, then on to Valencia, Malaga, and then final leg. And the final leg of the journey is actually going to be renamed, and this is an exclusive for you. It's actually going to be renamed as well, the Captain Sir Tom Memorial Rally Leg. Excellent. And basically what we're going to do there is we're going to do a little bit of something extra for that final run. All the cars, any team that takes part, you're encouraged to emblazon your car with whatever you want, come up with a theme. I know we could have the Wizard of Oz themed car, we could have Thunderbirds, the Blues Brothers, whatever. The A-Team, we've got cars taking part such as the old 850cc Robin Reliant, and they intend to go over the Pyrenees as well. So that'll be fun. I have told lots of teams, if they see them, they have to stop and help them push.
That's
and it's not a problem, because they're actually putting a twin exhaust on the back of the Robin Reliant, so it's going to be like a wheelbarrow. They can just pick one up and wheel it. Right through from that aspect, right the way through to the luxury end of the market, which is an old funeral limousine. And I'm happy to say that's actually going to be my team that's taking part in that. So I will have a bit of luxury, because coming up at my age, you need a bit of luxury. We were going to use an old bone shaker of a 4x4, but no, we've decided to go down the luxury route. It only befits the admin to actually have the nicest car, I reckon.
Exactly, that's the way you've got to think of yourself as you're going through all these little towns, haven't you?
Yeah,
it's going to be it's going to be emotional. It's going to
be good. Yeah,
it's going to be fun. It's going to be educational. It is going to be amazing. All the veterans coming together, a lot of vet charities coming together as well. And right, can you tell us a little bit about the taxi that is being?
Yes, unfortunately, one of the things behind this whole event, not just the taxi, was obviously we would see Captain Sir Tom Moore on TV doing things, and tomorrow will be a better day. And that was partly an inspiration as well behind the whole event, really. And unfortunately, last week with his passing, a lot of us, and rightly so, were devastated with his passing. This wonderful gentleman that's raised so many millions. We wanted to do something as a rally, as a big team of people, to show our respect for him. And there was a few little ideas bounced around. We are actually selling some Captain Moore stickers through our website to help raise some funds for his foundation. But one of our teams, and it's quite funny in a way, because it was the original team who posted that one post on Facebook that sparked all this, Wirral Veterans. And they've actually got an old London taxi, a lovely, lovely silver London taxi. And after about half an hour's talk, it was decided that they're actually going to have the whole taxi covered, airbrushed professionally, by a local artist in images of Captain Sir Tom Moore. And this taxi is then going to be used probably around the Northwest or even around the UK as an advertising vehicle initially. We're not going to use it as a taxi, but it's going to be there to promote the memory of Captain Sir Tom and everything that he's done. The team are then going to use the taxi for their trip, going from the Wirral all the way down, obviously, to Dover, the Mass crossing, and then they're going to drive it down to Gibraltar. Now, here comes the good bit with the taxi. Once they get to Gibraltar, they're actually going to auction off the taxi because they're flying back. They're coming back in luxury. So they're going to auction off the taxi. 50% of the proceeds will go directly to the Captain Sir Tom Foundation.
Yeah.
And the other 50% will then go to our nominated service charities, SAFA and the British Legion. This car is going to be amazing. It is literally going to be covered bumper to bumper, sill to roof in Sir Tom. It is going to be a very emotional vehicle and a very emotive vehicle to to help us keep his memory alive, because this rally only takes part in September 2021. So between now and September, this taxi is going to be very noticeable. It's going to be there. It's going to be in people's faces. It's going to keep his memory alive and hopefully keep his legacy going. Because legacy, I mean, my day job, as well as organizing the whole of this rally from day one, from its inception, I've actually been working as well in my own role, and I'm a very unusual role. I'm a celebrant, and what that is basically somebody who stands up at the front of a funeral giving the family speech. And only yesterday, the word legacy came into a funeral that I did, and it's something that I wanted to attribute as well to Captain Sir Tom. Is what is a legacy? Well, a legacy is something, it's, if you think of it as this, it's planting the seeds in a garden that will flourish, but you will never get to see it.
Yeah. And
I just thought that really summed up what Sir Tom has given us. He's given us this massive legacy. He's basically said, here's the legacy, now run with it. Yeah. You know, my time is up, and unfortunately his sad passing, horrible that this horrible COVID managed to get him in the end. But we wanted to use that momentum from him to drive this taxi forward, pardon the pun, and really build on his legacy and show people that he won't be forgotten. Yeah. And that's really where the taxi idea came into it. So it is the Captain Sir Tom Moore Memorial Taxi.
That is going to be something incredible.
It is.
The photographs of it and the video of it, when it's done, obviously will be everywhere.
They will.
With everything going on in the country at the moment with COVID, there's a lot of negativity out there.
Yeah.
Captain Tom was a beacon of light through all of that.
Definitely.
Positivity.
Yeah.
And I think he'll be upstairs. He'll be looking down, and he'll be very proud of what you've done, what you're doing, and he'll be well happy, and his family will be as well. So obviously we're going to be in contact with his family. Yeah. And they will be getting sent pictures of that taxi throughout the entire trip.
That's
as well,
it.
throughout England and over there.
Yeah, it's going to be emotional. Yeah, but not just that. I mean, the whole event, I think, is going to be an emotional and an emotive one for so many reasons.
Yeah.
People need something to look forward to, something to focus on. I've had veterans contact me probably weekly, saying, you know, right, we've been out today, we've bought our car, you know, for this event. Thank you. It's now given me something to focus on. You know, I've had these horrible months where I've been stuck at home, where I've been furloughed, where I've lost my job, whatever it may be. And I've been spiraling back into my old ways. But now this has given me that springboard to want to do something, to work on something. We've got one team that bought, I don't know how they managed it. They've managed to buy a kit car for the event. And this thing needs a lot of work. I mean, a heck of a lot of work doing to it. The idea of it is the vehicle must only cost £500 or less. Whatever you spend on it, whatever you spend on it is up to you. And so they're going to be spending 3 or 4 months developing this vehicle and getting this vehicle ready. And the amount of people that are coming to me and saying, thank you, because it's given me that impetus. It's given me that kick up the backside to get out from under the wife's feet or from under the husband's feet and to get into the garage and to do something, and knowing that at the end of it, there'll be a product there that we can be proud of again.
Yeah, it
takes a lot of people back to their forces days, doing something, looking at it and being proud of what you've done.
I think when we get all the cars all in a row, photographed and videoed, they are going to be incredible. Obviously we're putting in a couple of cars anyway from Timepieces,
which will be brilliant.
The actual artwork that's going to be on those cars is worth a fortune, but it's incredible. It's done in the memory of a lot of the fallen veterans, and it's just great. This is what it's about, bringing all the veterans together. And when we spoke earlier, spoke about when people have got PTSD and they're really finding it hard with the mental health at the moment, making new memories is so important. This will give everyone involved some amazing memories, a fantastic trip. That's what this is about, getting all the veterans together. It's for a worthy causes, obviously, but it is going to be something a little bit special. So I'm asking all my viewers out there, all my viewers, my corporate sponsors, everybody, get behind this, because you'll wish you did if you didn't. So get behind it, get involved, support it. You're supporting the guys and girls who have worn a uniform and have served the country. So everybody, get behind this.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the actual places en route that we're all going to be traveling through?
Well, the idea is, obviously, we've got teams traveling from all over the UK, and even the Channel Islands, the Isle of Man. So we've got from the tip of Scotland to the tip of Cornwall, from east to west in the UK. Everyone's going to be diverging on to Dover for the mass crossing, which will be on the 6th of September. Sorry, my fault. No, the 7th of September.
I was going to say, hang on a minute,
Yeah, gosh. I'd have been there early. We're all going to meet up. We're all going to get to know each other. And then we'll be doing the crossing in 2 stages, because obviously at the moment with social distancing, we can only have so many vehicles per ferry. So we're going to be going across 2 different ferries with the wonderful people at P&O who have supported us fantastically. We're all going to converge onto the hypermarkets in Calais for, in inverted commas, essential supplies. Food, obviously. Obviously food. There might be 1 or 2 little bottles of bubbly in there, I don't know. And then the first leg will be from Calais down to the wonderful town of Le Mans, obviously famous for its 24-hour racing circuit. I am currently in talks as well with the circuit management about possibly being able to drive on part of the circuit. That's still in preparation, so please don't hold me to that. We'll then have each night that we're on the tour, we will have a different team will be organising the entertainment for that evening. So there'll be something each evening along the route. We've then got from Le Mans, we're then going down to Pau, which is on the French-Spanish border. And it's motorsport related, because that is where they used to have the Pau street circuit, which is still used today for, not for Formula One, but for other racing events. So we'll be spending a night in Pau, and there will be an opportunity there to drive the street circuit there, but it is a street circuit, it is open to everyone. From Pau, we're then going to travel then. You've then got a choice. You can either be boring but quick and go through the tunnels to our next destination, or you could be adventurous and go over the Pyrenees.
Oh yeah.
That's the one. That is the big one. I did a similar run about 3 years ago called Benidorm or Bust, and we actually went over the Pyrenees then. It was a team locally, some friends that I know, and we did it for various charities. And we went over the Pyrenees, and it was amazing. The scenery, the roads themselves were just breathtaking. I say, so we're actually having, as I mentioned, and I'm really looking forward to this, the three-wheeler, the 850cc three-wheeler going over the Pyrenees. Mind you, saying that, it is a luxury one. It's got a heated rear windscreen, so at least it'll keep your hands warm while you're pushing it. Yeah. So we're looking forward to that, going over the Pyrenees, and that will then take you down into Valencia. We've got a night in Valencia, and then the next day, sorry, I do apologise. How's that?
I love the ringtone.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to be done. And I'm just going to have to answer it very quickly, unfortunately. You can edit this out, I'm sure.
If that is the Queen, we will be able to get there on the rally.
It is the Queen. It's my mother. Hello, Mum.
Good effort.
Hello.
Right,
yeah, no problem.
He's having to take a little bit of a call at the moment, but he's back. Here we go.
There we go. It was the Queen. It was my mother. Her that must be obeyed. Yeah. So basically, we're then going to go from Valencia down to Malaga, and then another big party night in Malaga that we've got lined up with one of the teams. And then the next day is the short drive. It's the shortest leg. I say it's going to be the Sir Tom Moore Memorial leg of the rally. And we're then going to go, it's only a 70-mile jaunt, so about a 2-hour drive from Malaga down to Gibraltar. We'll be met in Gibraltar by a support team set up there. We're working closely there with the Gibraltar Police, the Border Force, to make an easy transition through from the mainland into Gibraltar. And then we'll be going then into, everyone has to arrive into judging between midday and 5 p.m. And then they'll be judging on the vehicles, and there will be prizes, prize giving. So you're actually going to have first, second and third place for the best car and best team in show, which will all get a nice little trophy and a monetary reward as well. Won't be much, but probably enough to buy a round of drinks. There will also be the points awards as well, first, second and third. Basically, the older and more knackered your car is, the more points you gain throughout the rally. There's going to be challenges throughout the whole rally as well, which will gain you or drop you points. And the overall points winners will, again, first, second and third. Yeah. And then we're going to have a special award as well, which will be the Spirit of the Event Award, which will just be a one-off award to one team who have shown the most spirit and enjoyed the event the most, shall we say. Then it's party night. I'm sure we'll have one or two shandies of the evening, and then the next day, midday, is the official index. We will then actually, if we wanted then to auction off the vehicles, We can then do the auction. Some people are scrapping their vehicles down there. We've got an authorised team over there who are going to be collecting the scrap vehicles, paying us for them, and then we can then distribute that money then either back to the teams or into the charity pot if they wish. Yeah. For the teams that are then driving back in their vehicles as well, we will have a bit of a Top Gear style event for the way back, which will be from midday, say on the Sunday, and basically we're asking everyone to put a nominal amount into the pot, and basically a Top Gear style back to the UK, with the winner being the first one to post a photograph of them driving off the ferry in the UK. So it may be that we have 10 or 12 vehicles on the same ferry, but who's going to get off first?
Yes. On that one, I like to say we will be upholding all of the laws of all of the countries that we are traveling through.
Exactly, yes.
Restrictions and the speed limit. Just want to put that one out there.
Yeah, 100%. That is in all our rules and regulations.
Yeah.
And we're very, very strict on it as well. Yeah. Also, as well, on that note, if I can also add, obviously, because we're a lot of veterans, let's not beat about the bush. Some veterans, and myself included, like to have a drink. There will be available via myself and a couple of admin teams that have stepped forward. There will be breathalyzer units within our vehicles. It is law as well in Europe to actually carry breathalyzers, disposable breathalyzers, of which the admin teams will have in the region of about 100 each. So it is each team's responsibility to ensure that whoever is driving the first leg of their journey that day is fit to do so.
Yeah, that's very.
We've got all the measures in place. We've got breathalyzer kits. So we ask people, don't take a chance.
Yeah.
Would you do it in the UK? No. So why do it abroad?
Exactly.
You know, we're all big enough and ugly enough to take care of ourselves and take responsibility for our own actions.
Yeah.
I've got to put that one in there because we're very, very strict on it.
On that one, I was like to tell the viewers, this isn't something that's just been thrown together. This is a proper organized event, administered event, and the support teams and everything that is in place as well. So this is a proper event, internationally organized.
Yeah. We are in touch with all the local police forces along the route.
Yeah.
They're all been involved, even the likes of Interpol as well, so they can disseminate the information down to the regionals. But the police forces in each of the towns that we're staying at have been well advised of our event. Obviously local hotels, because we'll be using hotels along the route. Some guys and girls are actually using their vehicles to stay in overnight to keep costs down. That's not a problem. But they're all being advised, obviously, do it safely, do it in a professional manner. But yeah, everything is, it's well recorded. It's well organized and no stone left unturned.
Great. If people want to read any more about this, where do they go? How do they find information?
You can find information out on our website, which is obviously all the W's, Veterans Banger Rally, all one word, .co.uk. Or if you look for us on the old FaceTube or Facebook, you can find us at Veterans Banger Rally. Just search for us on there and you'll find us. We're on all the social media streams, or you can email, and that will come directly through to myself as admin, and that's Veterans Banger Rally 21. So the numbers 21 on the end at gmail.com.
Right. What I'll do as well on the bottom of the interview, if you click on the little bar, all of your details, the links, the websites, everything will be on there as well.
Perfect. Yeah.
So it will be easy for people to find. Now, the limit on the cars is 125. We're already up to
125 teams. Yes.
we're
Yeah.
already up to
There may be an outside option to increase that if we have to.
Good.
But we very much doubt being able to go many more.
Right.
There is, if we do reach our limit, there is another way of getting entry to the rally. And this is something that we came up with quite early on, and we're actually holding a big raffle. And the main prize in the raffle is entry to the rally. So more information about that as well. That's on all our socials, and it's also on the website as well.
Yep, everything's there. I advise people to book in now.
Yeah,
because this is going
book
to be
in now. It's we haven't got many teams left, and I think after speaking to yourself, and I really appreciate all your help and support on this, I think it will fill up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think you're going to find as soon as this interview is out there, you're going to be full within about 48
let's hope so.
hours.
Let's hope so. That would be nice.
Even if you're full, we can still. A lot of people who might want to come down and see the start of the event and wish people all the best. I've already spoken to some of my celebrity friends, and they will be attending to say hello, well done, and wishing everyone the best at the start of it. Those names will be released a little bit closer to the time.
Yeah,
surprise for everyone.
We have actually got a little bit of a celebrity who's actually sent us a good luck message, which is actually on our Facebook page. Our Facebook group. So click on there and have a look, and I think you might be surprised as to who it is.
Exactly. So everyone should go down, have a look at that. Happy days on that one. Right. On this one, because obviously it's a great event, it's going to be a fun event for veterans, great memories. On a serious note as well, because you're a very experienced veteran who has been through some hard times as well. What message would you like to say to any veterans that are out there at the moment who are going through a hard time?
Don't suffer alone. That's the big thing. There are people out there who you can talk to. All it takes, sometimes the hardest step is the first one. If you recognize yourself that there's a problem, then talk to someone, talk to a friend, talk to a family member. If they're not there, there are so many supports out there. Don't be afraid to ask. I was afraid to ask for so many years, and when I did, it opened up a whole new world to me. And I was probably the most closed person you could ever want to speak to. And my life opened up when I actually spoke to someone. So don't suffer alone. Don't think you can handle it all yourself, because it's the big man thing to do. Open up, speak to somebody. If you need help, ask for it. Contact any of us. We're all veterans together. If we can't help you as veterans, fellow veterans, brothers and sisters, we will know somebody that can. Exactly.
That is a very strong, very powerful message from myself and Team Patriot. Any veterans out there going through a hard time, if you want to talk at any point and just have a chat, just ping me a private message. My phone's on 24/7, and that is for any veteran from any services. Do not be alone. We've always been there for everybody, and we've all been through hard times. I've been through hard times. John's been through hard times. You're not alone out there, okay? Pick up the dog and bone, reach out to people and have a chat. Right, John, I'd like to say thank you so much for coming on to the actual show.
Thank you for inviting me. It's been great.
You're going to be on again in the future. I can guarantee you that one. Okay, John, if you can just stay on the line for a minute. I'd just like to thank all my sponsors, the Dead Mammoth Coffee Company, veteran-owned company, Stirling Timepieces, their watches, look them up on the internet. Their name speaks for itself, Stirling. And Triangular Fragrances, New York. an American female combat veteran, has opened up her own perfume empire. Look it up. Incredible story. Let's all get behind our veterans, their businesses, help support them. Okay, I'm signing off now from the Patriot Show. I'd like to say thank you for everyone for watching. Stay safe. Speak to you later. Thank you.